KCTK Radio proudly presents the Week Review.
Hey, you know what, guys? This right here, this rambling, boring conversation containing already made before observations, this could be a podcast.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Really? A podcast? Don't you have to be some sort of whiz kid to do those?
Definitely not. Anyone with a computer can make one.
Well, that's it. We're anyone. Let's do a podcast from right here in the booth. Who's in?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Is it happening? Are we doing it now? Awesome.
You're the reason that we do what we do. Music and talk, it's all for you. Now the guys who are lots of fun for making you laugh, they're number one. They review the week just for you. So get ready for Paul and Drew. Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew and Jack all up in your face. Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. I'm Paul and that is Drew. This is the show where we talk about things from last week and things that may happen next week. You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. Yay! And everything. Okay. We broadcast live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. As you know, you can listen to us at live streaming at KCTK Radio. I'm sorry. Let's try this again. I always go too fast on this and people don't get it. KCTK.radio12345.com. And yes, that is on the World Wide Web. But it's easier to use your Listen to My Radio app on your phone. You also can watch all the action on YouTube at the KCTK Radio channel and watch past adventures all you want. But that's not all. This program is offered as a podcast on iTunes, Podbean, and anywhere you get your favorite podcast. So yes, we are back, and I would like to welcome Drew to the show. Welcome, Drew.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Droosh, a.k.a. Bear, a.k.a. Otter.
Wow, he is a mammal.
No, it's
Okay.
it's a gay sexual term, right? So I'm considered a bear, right? This guy's probably considered an otter.
Oh my God, why do you know this?
Yeah, I'm on top.
I have a gay stepbrother.
And then why are you bringing...
He told me it.
Oh God, okay. This is gay talk all of a sudden.
I'm so sorry. Did I hurt your feelings?
I think Drew's trying to tell us something.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, you definitely.
I'm married.
I mean, we accept you either way, Drew. We don't care.
That's nice.
Thanks,
We're
Kermit.
accepting
Thank
here.
you.
So welcome.
We're progressive.
Welcome, but also aren't bears and otters both mammals?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks. Also, let me welcome to the program now, Jack. He's all up in your face.
Yeah, I am.
What's going on?
Actually,
Switch the camera.
I just got my braces off. Wrong fact.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yay.
Oh, good for you.
It's the second time I've had them. I've had them once when I was in elementary school. Now I'm finishing high school and I got them and I'm done.
Okay, so you had them, and then they were off, and then you had to do more?
And I didn't have, like, it's not like I had to do, I mean, technically I had to do them a second time, but the first time I had them was to fix my front four teeth because they were super screwed up. So
Okay.
they were braces only there. No braces anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my second time around, I had a full mouth braces. So it's not like I had them.
So were you a brace face?
Yeah. How does your mouth feel weird that it's not there? Like you get so used to them?
I feel empty.
Do you?
I feel empty on the
That's
inside.
just your soul.
Yeah.
But
and now, yeah, well, you know.
When you go to this place, you lose your soul.
yeah, that is true. Absolutely.
This is the place where the soul doesn't exist. What are you looking
This is the bad place.
Did you
Yeah,
take
so-
my goddamn things?
Why would I
What
do
happened? Did you take something from him?
Why would I take anything from him?
What are you looking for? What?
Chill out.
What-
Never mind.
What
We're
is
good.
it?
We're good. Don't worry about it.
What is he looking for?
I don't know.
I seriously don't know.
I seriously don't have anything, dude. Why
He
would
says,
I take
"Did you
anything
take
from
my
you?"
things?" And I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm just kidding. Back to what we were saying.
Okay.
While you were reading off the phone number
Mm-hmm.
on my retainer case, I wrote the KCTK phone number. So
Oh, good.
if anybody listens,
What color is your retainer?
blue.
Let me see it.
Huh?
Did you take his retainer?
That's cool. Then what the fuck are you looking for? That's not what you were looking for.
That's not what I was looking for. So yeah, now I got these in here.
And you're not going to tell us what you're looking for?
Yeah, I thought he was maybe missing the retainer. Like, I don't know. Like, he's like worried his
Because
dad
if you-
might listen to it.
yeah.
Like, oh shit, I lost my retainer.
Yeah, you don't want to
Just tell us what's wrong. What are you looking for now?
I mean, you got your retainer today, right?
No, listen, I got it yesterday. No, you hear that? You hear how there's nothing?
Yeah.
I thought there was nothing in here.
Oh, okay.
And so
But they're in there.
us practical
Us
jokers
assholes. First off, why would I steal anything that's been in your mouth? Okay, I don't know why I would do that.
I was so scared.
Doesn't sound like something
then,
I would do.
Then I accepted that they were gone. I said, F it, the show must go on. Whatever.
Thanks,
we're dying.
man.
Yeah, you're just worried about your dad finding out you lost your retainer.
I have to
That's-
it's 150 for each day.
Okay, I'll tell you a story. So one time I had my retainer, right, and I accidentally threw it away in the dish in a trash bag at school.
Did your
at
dad like
lunch.
that?
No, because I went and got it out of the trash and then went and cleaned it
Yeah. Good job.
because I was worried about my dad.
My sister one time did
Yeah.
that.
That's disgusting.
Well, that's too bad.
That's too bad.
But no one cares.
Nope, nobody gives a shit. You want to know why?
The only reason people care or listen or survive or even continue living
I want to
it's
make
because
sure
of
that
the news of the Droosh.
Right.
And here it is. The news of the Droosh.
I'm
Let me
oxygen.
introduce you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
News of the Droosh. Go.
I'm oxygen. Everybody needs me.
Yeah.
All right, so the Milky Way center is a cornucopia of black holes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
so
thought the sun was the center
last
of
few years, hilarious. Last few years, Chuck Haley has had the center of the Milky Way hanging in his office at Columbia University. The picture pinned above his desk shows a bright orange and yellow blob, the glow of cosmic gas as it gets devoured by the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. So they found 12 black holes, new small black holes
In
the
the
size
center
our
of the
sun,
Milky Way.
in the center of our in the Milky Way. So eventually they're going to expand and kill us all.
Isn't because the Milky Way is our galaxy, right?
Wait.
That's what someone named.
And they're as big as our sun. That's how big these things are. And they're all centered around another black hole. That's huge. That's bigger than our sun.
How did they discover this?
I guess they use X-ray vision, or sorry, they use X-rays. They use X-rays.
Superman and
right.
Supergirl.
All of a sudden, Superman's all of a sudden an
Yeah.
astronomer. So they use X-rays to find them and pinpoint them using color coordination and heat signatures.
Okay.
So they were able to figure out where the black holes are, and they're able to differentiate them from suns, technically, or stars.
Now, I have a question.
What up?
Are these... They're around the sun?
No, they're as big as the sun. They're in the center of the galaxy. Technically,
wait,
our solar system is not the center of the galaxy, Milky Way galaxy.
see.
Okay. How many?
so
how many solar systems are in our
I
galaxy?
don't know. That was not in the article when I found it, but I will find out. But I know that we're made up of a bunch of different
Interesting.
solar
Milky-
systems.
Oh, we
You know,
got time.
I think,
Yeah.
you know, for some reason, that just makes me feel a lot smaller than what
It does,
I
and
actually
it
am.
should, because we are.
Because I feel like by this time we would at least have a sight of everything that's in the Milky Way.
Agreed.
But
I feel like this time we would be able to figure out space travel, but I guess not.
by this time,
You know
You
what?
think?
Do you think we'll be
they've already
to?
sent people to Mars. They're on their way now. So
No, there isn't.
Yeah, there are.
I was going to ask the question. Do you guys think they'll send anyone to Mars in your lifetime?
Well, they were.
And he's been watching something where he thinks it
SpaceX.
happened now.
Okay, well, a couple years back, they were going to do this one vessel called the Red Dragon, and they were
It's a
trying
great
to get
roller coaster too.
right, but they were trying to get this going, and some people didn't want to spend 5 years away from their families, or 10 years technically, because it's
Yeah.
5 years
I
there,
thought
5
they
years
die- I
back.
thought they go there and they die. It's just like you guys have to.
Yeah,
stay.
I don't think they would be able to come back, would they?
I don't
No,
know.
they'll be able to come back.
Okay, so wait a minute. This guy, this
not a
SpaceX
suicide
guy,
mission.
this Tesla guy, is he? What's he trying to do? Is he trying to go to Mars? Is that
I think
his
so. Yeah, that's his like his
ultimate
shtick.
goll?
That's like his shtick.
Far out.
Yeah,
big thing, he
we
wants to
need to
go
go. We need to go somewhere. I feel like we're not the only ones in this planet.
Okay.
In this
This
solar
podcast is
system.
going to go out of the world. We are going to be on Mars next show.
Next year, we
Next
will
year-
be having a broadcast show on Mars.
Now I heard it takes 10 months to get to Mars.
It takes 2 years to get to Mars.
2 years.
I thought it was 10 years.
Yeah, nice try. It's 2 years.
See, I don't know. I don't know.
thought it
for
was
sure.
5.
So here's the
It
question:
was 3.
Oh, that was 5 there, 5 back.
Okay,
I don't know.
it's 2 years and two.
I need to watch The Martian.
Let's say it takes 2 years to get there. You stay there for 2 years, and then you get to come back, and it takes 2 years. That's 6 years out of your life. So here's the question:
Oh, we're running the gambit.
Oh.
It's Gambit.
You guys are excited?
I'm looking it up. I want to know how far
So-
it is to get to Mars.
So let's just say it's 2 years.
300 days. So 2 years, Mars is as the closest point, only 55 million kilometers from Earth.
So
it
300
takes-
days is a year, about a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you gotta also think about the time where you gotta be putting up a bunch of stuff.
But would
there.
you go? The
I
question is, would you go?
Totally go. Are you kidding me? It'd be a once in a lifetime thing. My family's just gonna have to deal with it.
But how long would you stay? Would you be
I'd
okay if you
stay-
went and you never could come back?
I would stay, colonize, and then leave, and then see my wife, who's
Well,
probably gonna be like
how-
80 when I get back.
How would you colonize and be back?
What you do?
If you
is
start a
colonize.
family there,
Why would
you'd
I?
wanna stay
I'm
there.
not talking about me. I'm talking about starting a colony for everybody else. I'm not
What
starting
does
my
that
own
mean?
family.
Start a colony? You mean build a house?
It means
Yeah.
you
You build a dome there, okay? So it's a hospitable. You gotta make it hospitable.
Oh, I see. Okay, hospitable. Okay, Jack, would you go?
I don't think I could mentally handle it.
I think it'd be awesome ride.
I think knowing the thought that I am. I mean, obviously I'd have peers around me, but away from the family, and they are. I don't know what the number is, but really far away in miles.
500 kilometers.
So how far away could you go and be okay with mentally? Would you
Moon.
say
He'd
maybe
go to the moon.
Anywhere on the earth.
55 million.
I think only about 40 miles. Really?
I think that's about 300 feet.
No,
I
I'm
can't
thinking
be-
40 miles to Warrensburg when you go to college. and shit. That's the only thing.
Here's my thing.
Now, see, I think I'm too old to go.
Right, but you also have to think about hypersleep, so you wouldn't age.
Well, I mean,
not a
you
real
would,
thing.
but let's
I
say,
know, but if it was real, that'd be.
but
you
let's
could
just
put that into
but
consideration.
let's say you don't. Let's say it's
Yeah, there's no hypersleep.
Let's say you would go now, so you come back and you'd be 36, 38. Would you do it?
Yes.
What about your little baby that's coming?
Yeah, Quinn would think of her dad as a hero.
Who?
Or as a bastard who left her.
I don't know if they would consider me a deadbeat dad for going to Mars.
Who would?
Starting something that's good and everything like that, and her name is Quinn.
I think this bugs you, so I like doing that. So okay, so we ran the gamut. I don't think
We
I
did run the gambit.
I would go if I was younger, but I don't.
So
think
you
I'm too
wouldn't
young.
go to Mars.
No, I'm too old to go. I couldn't come back.
And you wouldn't go to Mars. You guys wouldn't sell your soul to go on the greatest adventure known to man.
Okay, let me answer your question. If I was your age, I would go.
You should.
I would go.
I would totally go if I was
Yeah,
right now.
if you
But
were
here-
your age.
If I was my age. If I was a
In
man.
fact, I would say your age is the perfect time to go.
Right.
You're maybe a little bit too young, and I'm way too old. So
Yeah. You are too old.
In a couple of months, I will be old enough.
So no, I just mean you'd want more experiences at home here.
Listen.
So let's do this. You go to Mars.
Yeah.
You go to college. We'll just get the equipment going and just do the podcast. Would you be able to still do the podcast?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
And I
good.
feel like that you guys not wanting to go to Mars with me is bootsy.
They'll master high-speed internet there, so you don't even got to worry about it. One thing that I'm honestly, just to continue the conversation about this, I'm actually really worried about Mars. I feel like the whole entire,
it's close
our
to
our country. Oh, we got a caller.
Well, go ahead, Jack.
Oh, our country, our world, we have our borders set. And just the way that the world is now, there's not a very good chance of people taking land and going back and forth with countries. It's not very common. It's not as common.
Although you could have a colony all of a sudden
Have you
revolt
not heard
Civil
of
War.
of Russia taking over stuff?
Yeah,
Hey,
but here's the thing.
but caller, are you on the air with us?
I am on the air, and I don't know if you guys have heard of Space 5,000 or something, Mars 500 or something like that, because it would take 500 days to get to Mars, and they wanted to see how people
300.
would do. And they found out that the women would just have a really bad time because
Here we go.
men would just dominate, and it wouldn't be worth it.
So it sounds like Earth.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you shouldn't go to Mars. But just remember this: it took Columbus only 90 days to come to the Caribbean or wherever he went from Seville.
Yeah, but it did take him longer to massacre all the Native Americans. So,
and make them slaves.
right. So it takes a little bit more time.
Right.
Okay. I had the question, and Drew, you'd go to Mars. Would you massacre the Martians and enslave them?
Absolutely not. I would make peace.
Oh,
and
see?
if they decide to revolt,
That's-
then I massacre them.
That's not the American way, dude.
That's weird because technically the countries don't. There's no reason to have countries and power from Earth whenever you're going to a new planet that has no founding countries. So
wait,
everything's a
wait,
fresh
time
start.
out. Wait. Did you
Everything's
just
a
say
fresh
there's
start.
no reason to have America? I won't stand here. For
First
it.
off, there will not be America on Mars.
Yes, there will be. It will be America.
Oh, you think so?
The moon's America.
Whoa.
The moon is America.
Hold on, let's be real for a second.
Jack's microphone is America.
Listen.
I'm going to let you go, Keith. Thanks for calling.
Just saying this. See, it would not be smart to go to Mars, assuming that we figure out the Martians live there, okay? It would not be smart to just go to Mars and massacre them all. Because we don't know what they're capable of.
Well, if
They
I'm
could
there
be
and I'm
big-
talking to them, then I'll find out what they're capable of.
Well, guess what? First of all, that's probably not true because they will see you, and if they're smart people, they'll go.
Well, I want
why would
Who
I?
are these pink people?
You know what I want? I want our president to go to Mars and lead the delegation.
Oh, good.
To make
be the first person on Mars.
To make-
it will be such a great adventure.
to make Mars great again.
So a Trump Tower
make
is one of
Mars
the first
great again.
structures.
That's what I want.
Let's
A
make
Trump
Mars
Tower.
It's gonna be awesome.
as great as America.
So, Mr. President, are you cool with having a Trump Tower on Mars?
I will be the biggest tower there's ever been, and you can't jump off of it because zero gravity.
Right, and then we have Dr. Manhattan show up.
I love Dr. Manhattan. It's my favorite show.
And then, see where I'm getting at?
Now it's time for Tech Talk with Jack. Jack, you want to talk about the tech it takes to go to Mars, or
No, not today. So,
Jesus.
Paul,
yeah?
because you,
Oh, sorry.
I have recently acquired the MyPad.
Okay.
It is made by Apple. And it says composition on the front of it, and it has paper in it. And I've taken my notes on here. $3.99. Just saying.
I buy a lot of those, so I feel you.
Okay. Jack's Tech News, April 5th, 2018.
Got it.
First
God
thing.
damn.
I love it. I love it because he's got a notebook in
He's
front of his
wound
face.
up.
He's got it.
Just get to it, man.
So, the very first story of my tech news, first one.
Oh,
Apple has released a new firmware for their iPhones. It's iOS 11.3.
it's my notebook.
This is actually Drew's.
Yeah, that's it.
Little bit about it. There's been minor bug fixes and updates. You know, whatever. Like how there's every update. But then, there's a big controversy earlier with how Apple's slowing down iPhones and stuff like that.
Right.
They have made it so that you can turn that off.
That's cool.
Apple made phones slower so it would save your battery, not kill your battery. Well, now they've given you the option to say, "Screw you, Apple. I want my battery to die." And it also gives you a percentage of how quality your battery is.
Of course, because this is America and you get to do what you want.
Right,
Exactly.
just like Mars.
Right.
Okay, that's the first story.
That's a good.
Cool.
I think that's a good addition.
Yep,
I like that.
I agree.
I think I should be able to allow my phone to die if I please.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
Next,
It's my product.
it's actually some news from Best Buy.
Okay. Best Buy is a big chain. I'm hoping
It's a big retail. chain.
I'm hoping that they stick around. You know,
Do you think
seen.
Amazon will put them out of business?
Yeah.
You think so?
What? Do what?
Yeah, do you think Amazon will put them out of business?
No, because Amazon's all online. I mean, if Amazon comes out with physical stores, which I don't think that they will.
Well, they were
if
talking
come-
about buying Toys R Us stores and then revamping them as Amazon stores, right? Is that what was going on?
I don't know.
I didn't hear. I don't know.
If Amazon came out with a physical store, they put Best Buy out of business. But since they're online only, and we are, hey, come in store and get it today, I don't feel like Best Buy's going to go anywhere.
Well, and then it just diverts the purpose of having Amazon if you just order online. And,
Well, you see,
but there's a store.
but there's thousands of retailers who sell through Amazon. Not thousands of retailers.
Actually, you know what? I kind of see what you're talking about because, like, let's say someone wants a fridge. They don't want to order that on Amazon. They're going to go straight to Best Buy and get a fridge.
Maybe they can go to Montgomery Ward's.
Exactly.
Maybe they could go to Appliance Center.
Oh, that's right. They're out of
closed.
business.
But-
Or
All right.
Kmart. Oh, that's an idea.
Oh, what about Appliance Center? Oh, that's
Right.
closed too. What am I
Okay,
thinking?
So back to the point. There's a Chinese phone company called Huawei.
Oh,
Huawei. And the only way...
say cool.
The only way Huawei gets their phones out in America is through Best Buy.
Okay.
But Best Buy has now officially cut ties with Huawei, so now they're no longer selling their phones. So Huawei is going to die now, pretty much. Best Buy has pretty much killed Huawei by not selling their phones in America anymore.
I've never even heard that phone before.
Exactly. Nobody's heard of it. That's why nobody's buying it.
Yeah.
But Best Buy's been the only person selling it, and now Best Buy's like, yeah, we're done here. Because nobody's buying your phones, and
We're done
So
here.
yeah, that's it.
Now I saw
You fired.
I saw a news report that the place that's growing the internet more than any place else is India because they have
The box.
a company there that has built really cheap smartphones. So these people, I mean, they don't even have internet at their house, and they never even thought about having it, but they're all going to have internet on a really cheap phone.
Aren't they also a haven for bots? Just like in Silicon Valley, where they show that you can buy bots.
And it probably smells.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's.
You think it's an exaggeration?
No, I'm saying that whatever the robot is, it smells bad.
So was that Tech Talk or any more?
I actually have one more thing.
Oh, cool, excellent.
I got 3 things. I'm going out this time.
Let's keep going. Let's go. I don't need your explanation. Let's go.
Okay.
Apple uses Intel processors in their computers, and in 2020 by 2020 they are going to completely cut ties with Intel and start manufacturing their own processors just like they do in their phones.
Man, that was a quick
Interesting.
talk. I like that.
Interesting. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
I didn't process that all.
It will make Apple make more money, and it really will hurt Intel, won't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Intel still has deals with HP, Dell, all them, so they're really not going to go anywhere. But it's just Apple manufactures all their own. They're the only. They're the two phones
that just do everything.
There's Apple processors, then there's Snapdragon processors. Every phone besides an iPhone uses Snapdragon. And since Apple makes their own phone processors, and they're really good actually.
So are they able to have more preteen Chinese kids to make all their equipment? Will they be making those too?
Slave hundreds of millions of more children.
Perfect.
Is a Snapdragon a flower?
Yeah, it's.
Okay,
you're thinking of Snapdragon
we can
fruit.
now-
No, that was a
now.
legit question.
Yeah.
I wasn't being an asshole.
Snapdragon is that
Snapdragon-
app where you take pictures of yourself naked and send it to a friend.
I get that it has a name linked to something. Apple is an apple. I mean, come on now.
Okay, yeah, let's continue.
Whatever.
And that's Jack's Tech Talk.
They're
Jack,
snap peas.
good job. And now, a new feature on our program. Here's Caden with Dinosaur Report. Caden? Caden? Now, why didn't Caden show up? Caden was going to be coming in.
He doesn't love his uncle as much as I thought he would.
Hey, I think I'm done with the show.
No, you'll stay here and you'll like it.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm done with the show.
Now, we talked about Caden. We wanted Caden on here to talk about dinosaurs, but he was busy
playing Minecraft.
playing Minecraft. He could talk. He could have a Minecraft report.
I mean, he could if he showed up.
He's
7. I don't know what
Let
to
me
tell
ask you another question. Does he have like a better offer?
I think
Because
so.
it could be.
I think New Orleans is trying to
Actually,
underwrite
Opie
him,
and Anthony are getting back together.
And they're having Caden.
Yeah, they're having Caden.
That makes sense. That makes sense at all. Well, so the story that I wanted to bring up to all of you, each and every one of you, is, and I think Drew, you called this the no shit segment.
Yeah, no shit.
And
now here's Paul with no shit. See, I introduced you. I'm gonna do that from now on.
New studies show humans love dogs more than other humans.
Yeah, no shit.
No shit.
What if a human and a dog stood side by side and both needed help, but you could only choose one? It wouldn't be an easy decision, would it?
No, it'd be pretty easy.
Some studies reveal that it comes to feeling empathy. Many people pick pooches over people.
No shit.
Sociologists and anthropologists from Northeastern University and the University of Colorado ponder why, when report of animals need make headlines, outrage is higher than with people. So the researchers ask college students to read a fictional news report and reveal their level of empathy, and they had between a beaten child and an adult dog. Guess what the results were?
People were pissed about the dog.
People are more bad about the
no
dog.
shit.
No shit, Paul.
Yeah.
We did this. I think we did one of these original gambits.
I would rather stay home and be with my dogs.
But we did this. Do you remember when we was like
that was the news story?
Would you let someone run over your dog, or would you run over a person? And you said
I'd let somebody run over a person.
And what'd you say, Jack?
I don't remember asking this question, but I'll answer it now. I'd rather somebody run over a person than Rosie. I love Rosie.
Guess what? That person could have dodged. That dog should not have been in the road, and someone should have had that dog and cuddled him and took him home.
That dog should not have been playing ball and having it go out the street and getting hit by a texting and
Well,
driving
I gotta tell you guys are despicable because dogs are wonderful, but people, where's our humanity?
Screw humanity.
You know,
How
I think
does this person help me? Not at all. Dead.
Damn straight.
I think this study doesn't show that you like dogs. 'Cause of course, a good person likes dogs. I think it shows we don't like people.
I really don't
You know what
like
I mean?
people. See, my whole thing is I want to have a place out in the country with my dogs and wife and child, and everybody leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, but that's like a terrible internet connection.
No, you're right about that. He's got a point. See, my wife doesn't want us to move out in the country, but I'd rather move out in the country.
I understand.
Yeah.
So
I'm antisocial, so I don't know what to tell you.
that has been more of the what do we call it? No shit news.
No shit news.
No shit news.
This is Paul with no shit news.
So hopefully you enjoyed it, and we're gonna take our first break here on KCTK Radio. We're having lots and lots of fun.
Yeah, we are. This is an adventure.
This is KCTK Radio's week review with Paul and Drew. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, my name's Gladys, and I really like to knit, and I also like to make quilts. So come on down to Embroider It, Columbia, Missouri. We got all sorts of patterns. We got boat patterns. We got truck patterns. We got flower patterns. We got a bunch of patterns. Thread, needle. It's awesome. Totally come embroider it. It's such a good time. My mom and me and my 5 cats love it. It's such a good time. So come on down. My name's Gladys, by the way. I just didn't know if you knew that. Come on down to Embroider It. It's great.
We want the most in flavor for every penny we spend. And extra flavor is just what you do get in our Maxwell House coffee. That wonderful good to the last drop flavor no other coffee has to offer. No coffee but Maxwell House. And there's a good reason why. It's our recipe. The only recipe on this green earth for that good to the last drop flavor. It calls for certain fine varieties of coffee to be blended together just so. It's the one way, the one recipe for that famous Maxwell House flavor. That wonderfully good flavor that's made our coffee America's favorite brand. That's why you find so much more enjoyment when your cup is filled with Maxwell House coffee. So next time you bring home a pound of coffee, make it that familiar blue tin of our Maxwell House. For more flavor, for your money's worth and more, start enjoying coffee that's always good to the last drop.
Oh, dude. Oh. Hey, dude. Welcome to Pop Belly Sandwich Shop. I'm the owner, Brad.
This is friend Greg.
And together we open a sub shop called Pop Belly Sub Sandwich Shop.
It's really good, man.
Every one of our subs secretly is an edible.
Yeah, and we have roast beef.
Yeah. Every one of our leaves aren't real leaves. It's like the best.
Hilarious, man. Hilarious.
Man,
Oh, you gotta hold it in. You gotta hold it in. See?
See you later, dudes.
You need reliable transportation. And that's why this segment of the Week Review is brought to you by Used Cars on the Miracle Mile. Yes, used cars, where it's rent to own. It's located on the Miracle Mile. It's a new way to get a good used vehicle. If you want more information, give them a call at www.usedcar@the-Miracle-Mile in Independence, Missouri, 64055.com. That number again is 816-912-www.com. Make sure that you get yourself a reliable car from us at Used Car on the Miracle Mile.
On 40 Highway!
Welcome back to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew and Jack all up in your face, everybody. And Caden. What? And Caden's not there. Okay, so you guys don't know this, but I want to do a segment that is kind of breaks down what the hell's going on here with this podcast, with KCTK and everything else.
Wait, is it going somewhere?
Well, it just kind
to
of
Mars.
No, I want to go through and explain, because I think I anticipate at some point someone's going to use the tapes of this podcast to put me away for a very long time.
In a mental hospital or jail?
No, mental hospital. I don't break the law.
Right.
I mean, so
that you know of.
So it's a segment called Paul Explains It All.
Just like Clarissa.
Oh, you know
I love
that?
this song. Na, na, na.
Oh, so here's why I want to do this, okay? So last week, the news of the Droosh happened to be about Stormy Daniels.
Right.
And you started talking about Trump, right?
Right, and I got you infuriated.
You triggered me.
I did.
Okay?
I triggered it.
So then...
I poked the bear.
Well, so then I posted it on Facebook, because we do the podcast is on Facebook, and then people were like responding to the Trump stuff.
Really?
So people were like actually listening to this.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, did you listen to
I'm
Really?
Like, what's wrong with these people?
The one time I actually talk about Trump shit, everybody listens, but when I talk about other stuff, no one listens?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on with the world?
Now how many people said stuff?
A lot more than I anticipated.
We're more deluded in
how
our...
much did you anticipate?
0.
How many did happen?
Dude, in
More than
comedy,
0.
In comedy, it's so deluded talking about that orange Oompa Loompa.
So I thought I should just like maybe clarify what is going on here and why people are listening, because they see it from Facebook, they see their friend Paul. So here's what happened. About a little over a year ago, I was like, I've always wanted to be on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to start my own radio station and try to figure out how to do it. So I figured out by...
this is also the plot for the movie.
Right, the Google machine, right, that you can do streaming video or streaming audio. And that's what Listen to My Radio is. So you can listen to us live. Keith listened to us. Other people can listen to us. I've always done a podcast, right? And so I always just wanted to do a show. And then I realized I'd have nothing at all to talk about. I have nothing to add to the world. I have nothing to give. I said this to my friend Drew here. And Drew said, I'll get on there with you.
Yeah.
And it was too much of a good idea to
pass
up.
No.
And so now we have KCTK, which means Kansas City Talk. I would envision that we'd have different talk shows. You can go online and listen to it. It's live. When you're not listening to this, I play music. And it's just music that's in my iPod, right?
Right.
And then little jingles and stuff, because I figured out that program. You can call in, as Keith did earlier. All of this is in my basement. We were sitting around an old poker table that we modified a little bit.
It was a blackjack table.
Blackjack table, right. But now it looks kind of like a radio studio.
Uh-huh.
And here we are. And we got good microphones. So we live stream
We
the
got
podcast.
an intern, and then we made him into the show.
Well, I figured out I figured out how to do YouTube, because people do YouTube. I can't figure out Facebook Live because it blows up the whole system. But we're getting there. So it's in my, and it sounds, this podcast sounds better than a lot because our microphones are good. I paid for, and I have a good mixer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
because usually you're hearing podcast and they're like,
Hey, everybody, and I'm up on the podcast.
Or
But
you
this
hear
sound-
talk like this
Yeah.
and it's an echo.
yeah, it's good stuff. Like when Jack
Yeah.
tries to do it. So then you got a radio station. So then you got to have a program. So that's came up with the week review. It's WEAK because it's week. Get it?
Yeah, hilarious.
And so people will think like we're reviewing the week, like it's a news program, but it's just week.
Yeah.
It's like just a not strong review.
Right, exactly.
That's exactly what weak means.
But the whole point of it is, folks, as you listen, we're making fun of radio, really. We're making fun of that hilarious kind of, we're making fun of podcasts,
We're
too.
making fun of Parks and Dana.
Yes, we're making fun of Parks. We're making fun of, what was the name of the guys on that show with Amy Poehler?
The Droosh, Ira and the Droosh.
Ira and the Douche.
Ira and the Douche.
Right, and that type of
I've
radio.
gotten too used to saying Droosh.
We're making fun of that. That's why you call yourself the Droosh. It's
right.
like making fun of
And
the whole.
It's also me giving a shout out to Nick Kroll because I think he's brilliant.
Right, but we're making fun of it, and it's and really, I'm making fun of it, but only because I dreamed I wish I could be doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so everything is fake. It's weak. The name of the group is Paul and Drew, kind of like Opie and Anthony, or Bob and Tom, or Ron and Fez, or Dick and Jay, or you know what I mean. That's the reason that's why we don't have Jack all up in your face on there. And then the setup is there's one host, then the other guy's edgy, calls himself the Droosh, but then we have an outrageous young guy who does some crazy things, Jack all up in your face, kind of like little Jimmy Norton, a third mic type person, or like a Baba Booey. You never heard of him?
Baba Booey,
No,
Baba
see,
Booey.
so and then of course and then you start doing stupid things.
Like talking into the phone and stuff, and then one time someone said I sound like Kermit the Frog.
So we made that into Kermit, which is a dog. And so it's a character all of a sudden. And I actually have a Kermit, a dog. I don't have it on the camera anymore.
I'll bring him in the shop.
Yeah, it's a dog puppet. I actually have it here as if it's a real character. But see, when you do a character, you can say things like, well, I just think that we should support the president and do what's right.
Oh, fuck him.
You can do stuff like that.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, so you can kind of get away with stuff like that. So that's fun. Okay, and then of course stupid stuff like
This is the best.
and just stupid sound effects as every other dumb radio show has done.
Yeah.
We have that, callers, parody songs. I've done a parody song. Old-fashioned jingles. This jingles you hear is my daughter singing them. I think it sounds like an old radio station. I wanted that feel. And here's really what I wanted to explain. So I found a bunch of old radio commercials, and they're great for radio and play them. Then we thought, let's do live
reads.
Pretend like we're doing an ad.
Right.
And we started with old, out of business things that my father owned.
Yeah.
But now, tell them what we do, because I don't know if people even know what we're
so
doing.
what it is we have a bucket, and
Right.
just like Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle has a jar, and he puts in punchlines. So then he comes up with jokes to come up with those
Right.
punchlines, but he grabs them out randomly. Mm-hmm. So we have a we have a bucket, and we have them all filled with commercial titles, like business titles.
Business names.
And then business names, yeah. And then
Right.
we ended up using them as their commercial.
And so the idea is that you, like you just did on yours, you pull the name.
Right.
You look at the thing. You don't even know what music is being
and
played.
I also don't know anything about the business.
Right. And
all
then,
I know is the name.
And then you would try to crack each other up.
Right.
Through a live read.
Right.
Some of them are really hilarious. Some are just awful. As
Right.
you heard, two examples of that. Tonight. So that's what we're doing. They're fake commercials.
Right.
I pulled a bunch of businesses from Jefferson City because that's the shithole of the world.
Yeah.
And
let me ask you this, since Paul's explaining it all, right?
well, can I add one other thing about the commercials?
Go ahead.
I had the opportunity to be involved with an improv group for a year and perform a little bit, and so I love the idea of improv and just trying to come up with things and trying to make them funny. I strike out most of the time, but that's what that is.
the whole point.
It's an improv
Right.
fun game.
Right.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the movie, who would you want to play you? in the movie if they made a KCTK movie.
Well, see, people have said that I look like, or Kevin James looks like me.
No, because
but he's too short. He's too short. I'm a tall man. Okay.
Kevin James is a douche.
Yeah. And he's my age too, so you need someone. You gotta go younger.
Here, we'll
too.
go to you last.
Yeah,
Jack.
I don't even know who it would be. Who would
mine
you say?
would be Chris Hemsworth. Okay, let's face it.
Sure. Yeah, you look so much like him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, nice try. I would do this guy named James Allen McCune.
Who's that?
He was in The Walking Dead. He died really fast. That's pretty much all the great things he's ever done. But I don't know. For some reason, I just picture him being me.
Huh?
I don't know. I'd probably.
Is that Carl?
No. Whenever they were at the farm, okay, it was Herschel, his two daughters, and like this boy, this guy.
Yeah, he ends up killing him.
He dies in the RV.
Oh, okay.
He dies in that RV. He gets chopped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would have probably.
Spoiler alert.
I would probably have like Larry David.
Larry David's
So let
a
me
good
get
one.
back to explaining some more stuff. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So okay, I did improv. Told you that. Okay, so here's what else we do. KCTK. We have other podcasts.
Do we?
Yeah. There's a podcast that I do. That if you're getting this podcast, it's on the same feed. It's called the Midweek Review, and all that is a short podcast where I'm trying to practice doing this by myself without the assistance of two funny guys the whole time.
Right.
Who else is doing this with you?
No, I just do it by myself.
You said you're doing it with... Never mind. You messed up the joke.
Yeah.
I thought this joke.
Yeah. So make sure you listen to that. It's shorter. It's simple. It's fun. And then we got the week review. We got the midweek update. We have Amy Appetite KC, who does restaurant and reviews. You can get that as a podcast. We record Coaching for Potential, but we don't broadcast it at KCTK over the line. So we're doing a lot of more podcasts. We're going to do some more. We got one. We're going to call it Making a Difference KC, where it's human interest stories. We are trying to get a couple to start. We think we have one called I'm Chris Whiting, and I've got something to say. A storyteller every week, a new story by Chris. And then we're hoping that we're getting the dialogue program with Phil. It's a public affairs and politics program.
Oh,
so
fun.
So that was an old radio program and an old television program that very successful, Emmy Award winning host. We got to get it back. We got to get it going here.
Sounds good.
So this is the rest of, so people would actually go to KCTK and listen all the time. We need a true crime podcast. Right.
I would love to do a true crime.
Yes.
I don't get what that means.
Serial killers and everything. I'm on it.
It just takes a lot of effort to do that.
I know you need about 2 weeks of preparation, but I can easily do it.
Okay, good.
Oh
But
man,
the
I'll
other
get the
thing-
books and I'll just.
But
I'll
the
start
other thing
reading.
is a history and philosophy one.
Ooh.
Yeah, see? Oh, you raised both hands there. But we also need a full-time tech. We really need a real tech show.
Mm-hmm.
Jack? Would you do that?
Sound more enthused, damn it.
I would like to do that.
Okay. And what was the other idea that we had earlier? You want to share that? Here's the idea.
I've been putting out so many great ideas. I don't. remember
Jack
which one
comes
we said.
in on like a Saturday
Oh, like a Saturday evening after I get off of work,
with your friends,
and we come down here and
and it's called the Weekend Review.
It's called the Weekend Review.
And it's just those guys.
Sorry, viewers. I have tonsillitis, so I'm gonna cough every
Yeah.
once in a while.
So just to finish up I always wanted to be on radio because it sucks. Radio stinks. You listen to there's actually music stations now.
Oh, weird.
Still.
Weird.
When you just go to Spotify and hear anything you want. I don't
That's
know why
true.
people listen to music station. Or if there's political talk like that show you mentioned, all they do is scream at each other.
Well,
On the radio,
Yeah.
it's always one-sided. There's never
is.
any. All the liberal folks are on podcast, and all the conservative people are on live radio.
I also feel like they don't show enough honesty. I feel like they hold
They
back
suck.
too much, and it's all because of the ACC or whatever the hell it's called. And they're
The
all worried
FCC?
about thank you, FCC. They're all worried about that shit, and it's just like, let it loose. Be honest.
And then the other thing that is boring to me is sports talk. I know a
my
lot
dad,
of
all
people
he
like
listens
that.
to is that.
I mean, give me a break.
Jason Whitlock is really annoying.
Yes, and yeah, I'm criticizing everybody. And then, do you guys ever listen in the morning, the watered down morning show?
Yeah. We're happy. We're
Yeah.
at such a good time.
Come on, guys, don't say anything too offensive. Come on.
You know who I absolutely cannot stand
Who's
is
that?
Teresa from Rocket
Yes,
and Teresa.
I agree with
that
you.
woman is the most two-faced, fake person I've ever heard.
I
of.
agree with you. I think Rocket could be funny,
But no,
then,
they all bash on him the entire time.
But then here comes, hey guys,
Is his
Yeah.
let's
first
be
name really
nice.
Rocket?
I think that's just a name he goes by. I haven't listened to him for years.
He's been doing it since Oklahoma. When he lived in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
he's been doing it since then.
And here, the ones that really suck too are. You ever listen to NPR?
Yeah, it's really dull.
Oh God,
I tried to listen to it.
sanctimonious and just boring.
The whole thing, so I was listening to it this week actually on my way to work, and they were talking about the presidential election in Egypt, and they were talking about it, and this guy's going on this long rant and everything like that, and out of nowhere the woman's like, "Okay, well we have to take a commercial break," and then
Yeah.
immediately goes off, and you're just like,
Well, here's why I hate
the hell was that?
The NPR ones is like they don't do commercials. They take donations.
Right.
But guess what? They
You
spend
do
half
commercials.
they spend half their time asking for donations.
Here's another thing
Just
I
do
hate.
a commercial and get over it.
Right. Here's another thing I hate. So every single time you want to hear about the news, the news story that you actually want to hear,
Yeah.
you have 5 commercials to go through
Right.
first.
That's right.
Every single time. And then
Right.
by that time, I'm out of the car.
Actually-
So why would I don't get to listen to it?
That's the exact reason why I will never put 93.3 on my radio ever. They are commercials.
Right.
99.7 gets the point. They have 10 songs every hour.
But and
that
it's-
almost takes a whole
I
hour
guess
to
my
listen to.
point is that in radio there's no new content. It's either
No.
music or bullcrap.
Now, I will say, I do enjoy some of the commercials on Jenny Matthews where it has this girl named Brooke. And
Does
she
she
does
do-
a really good
does
job.
she do commercials?
She does.
Let's get her on this podcast.
We should get her.
sometime.
I don't know if she would do that.
Why not?
I don't know. She doesn't like language.
Oh my fucking! I'm sorry. No.
Fucking shirt balls.
I would watch my language. I would be respectful.
But my sister,
and
every time
everything
I
be
cuss,
fine.
she's always like,
Oh, fuck her.
Hey, stop
hey,
it.
Kermit.
So
Watch yourself.
and then I do listen to a lot of podcasts and the echo stinks on the podcast.
There was
Lot-
one I tried to listen to the other day, and it was about Lovecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going through Lovecraft stuff, but there's an echo.
Yeah.
And most podcasts, if I hear an echo, I delete
Yeah.
it.
Right off.
Yeah.
I delete it.
And-
It's not good enough.
And I'm not saying I'm so great with all the
No,
technical
but I feel
stuff.
like we
I'm
have
just-
got
we're
we have
trying to do
elevated
it.
ourselves
We're
since
trying to do it.
since our first show. We've
Right.
come a long way.
So anyway, that's what this is all about. It's me. It's
This
me.
is our 36th episode.
I think it's our 37th.
Jeez.
Yeah. So it's those of you that know me and know I had another career. I left that career. I'm so glad I'm not in that career. And now I'm just having fun with Jack and Drew, the two funnest guys I know. Come on down, have fun, cough all you want, you know.
He's
And
coughing
so
the haters away.
so that
Them haters.
has been Paul Explains It All.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like I learned a lot.
Now,
I think
I feel like I just went through memory lane.
so all right. So now we can go back. Now we can go back to being fake and act like we're back to where we were.
Hey everybody, it's a great day to be here at KCTK
We don't
Radio.
know- you don't really act like that. Okay, let's get on with the show.
Yeah. Okay. So I have something special for you guys.
Yay, I love special things.
It is a movie quote game.
I love this game.
I have 17 movie quotes.
We haven't done this in a while.
Can I
Yeah.
ask, can I have a question first?
Yeah.
Have you seen every single one of these movies?
I have, and so, and you guys have a special prize between you two. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now it's a video, but I'm not gonna I don't want you guys to watch the video. I want you to listen.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you guys have your buzzers in front of you? I'll make sure I can hear it.
Yeah.
Honk, honk.
Okay. Honk honk is Jack. Boing boing is Drew. Okay.
Okay. hold on.
And what kind of food you got there?
Brownie fudge cake.
Oh,
love
excellent.
Brownie fudge
Got you a piece.
By the way,
thank
Miss
you.
Lindsay, she was here.
Thank you so
She was
much.
outside with the whole clan.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mammy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mammy.
I said thanks, man.
Mammy came in and the stew. We don't care. Usually it's Gilly, but
She's one of our sponsors.
She's one of our sponsors.
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mammy.
Okay. So you guys know the game. Okay. So like if I would say to you, sometimes you just have to slow down and Watch.
Triple X.
No.
Oh.
Sometimes you have to. Life moves fast. Sometimes you have to slow down and.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Jack.
Ferris Bueller's Day
Yeah, see, Jack wins.
Oh, okay.
See, okay, let's try to do another one.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
Life moves pretty fast. You just
okay.
stop and look around
You
once in a
can't-
while, you can miss it.
Here's one. You can't handle the truth. Drew.
That would be all good. A Few Good Men.
Okay. All right. So you get the point of this. You
Yes,
guys
I
ready?
do. Let's do it.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
I'm really worried about you, Jack, on this one. Okay. Okay.
You
Here we
pick
go.
movies I haven't seen.
Here we go.
In this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig.
Jack.
Mafia.
Drew, you want to try Steel?
To Kill a Mockingbird?
That was the Outlaw Josie Wales. The
I
Outlaw
actually
Josie
it's been a year
Wales.
since I've seen that movie.
Okay. You ready for the next
Damn
one?
it. Yeah,
Here.
let's do it.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need.
Drew.
Back to the Future.
That's right. Back to the Future. Very good.
Yep.
Will you guys keep your own score?
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
one.
Okay. Next one.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Drew.
That would be a Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing is correct.
That's two.
I haven't seen that.
Okay. Next one.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Drew.
I believe that is Breakfast at Tiffany's.
No. You take a guess. No, that's from a movie called Sunset Boulevard of
Never seen
1950. So
Never seen
that's a tough one. That was one of the tougher ones.
That was a toughie.
Okay, here we go.
So I've
Next.
got two.
Next one.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready
You
for
got
my
that.
close-up.
Next.
Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
I'll have what she's having.
The Graduate.
Yes, The Graduate. Drew, The Graduate.
So three.
Okay, I just went over one real quick here. Okay.
Seduce me.
I'll have what she's having.
Yes, Drew.
When Harry Met Sally.
That's right. All right, okay.
So I've got four.
You ready? You ready? Are you trying to play or are you?
Dude, you pick movies I've never seen in my life. You
Okay.
pick all old movies that he's seen.
Okay, here's the next one.
I'm a kid.
Here's the next one. Yes,
Toy
Jack.
Story.
Very good, Jack.
Good
got one.
job, buddy.
Very good.
You got one.
Very good. Okay, next one.
And beyond.
Is that
Drew.
one Citizen Kane?
Drew. No.
Oh. I'm on top of the world, right? That was
Yep.
it?
I'm
Jack.
on top of the world.
No.
No. I was asking what the line was.
That
Not
that
what
one
the
is
title
that
is.
one is that was James Cagney and it's on called White Heat, 1949 movie. Okay. All right, next one. No wait. Yes.
That'd be
Drew.
Titanic.
Titanic. Is your
I
buzzer
don't know. It wasn't
Okay,
working.
Try again.
There we
Okay.
go. Sorry.
Titanic. Okay, very good. Okay. Here comes the next one.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Drew.
Jaws.
Very good, Drew. Very good. Okay. How you doing, Jack?
I got one.
Okay, good.
I got
Okay,
six.
Here we go. Next one.
I ate his liver.
Silence of the
Drew.
Lambs.
Very good. Very good. Silence of the Lambs. Okay.
With some father
Beans in a nice canteen.
Okay, here comes the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying
Drew.
news
Anchorman.
story.
Cannonball!
Jack, you want to try Steel?
Anchorman 2.
I'm going to give it to you, Drew, but it's Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
It's from the second one? He does that again?
It's the first one.
Yeah.
But the name of the movie is
oh,
Anchorman:
Oh, gotcha.
The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I need all of you to stop
I'm gonna have
what
to hear
you're
it all.
doing and listen. Cannonball!
Okay. Ready for the next one?
Say hello to my little friend.
Drew.
Scarface.
What?
Did you know that one?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Sorry,
Yes.
My bad. Shit. I thought you got
I
it.
heard that bell. I'm sorry. Okay.
You want me to give it to you?
Next
Okay.
one. This is a good one.
Why so serious?
Dark Knight.
Jack.
The Dark Knight.
Very good. Okay.
That's the same
Okay.
face.
You got
One
two,
of my
Jack.
favorite movies.
Jack got two, and you missed your favorite movie.
This is bullshit. You did that on purpose.
I just hear the buzzer.
Hand on your waist.
Okay.
Yeah, I just hear.
Hand in the cup holder and hand on your.
Okay, ready?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious.
Drew.
Airplane.
Very good. Airplane. Okay. Only two more.
Cool.
How many do you got?
I am at 9.
How many do you have? 2. Okay, Jack, this is, we're going to do triple the points.
Yes.
No, wait. Quadruple the points. It's the only way you can catch up.
Okay.
And don't call me Shirley.
My mom always said.
Ooh.
You went slow for that one, you asshole.
Jack.
You gave that to me. I don't want it. You can have it.
No, you.
Do you know it?
You hit it first.
Forrest Gump.
Okay,
Well,
then
then
you got
get your
it.
points.
You get your
There's four-
point,
You have
Dick.
4 points now.
Nah, dog, he knew that.
4,
Of course
6.
I knew it.
But you didn't want
He
to
has
click the button
6.
for me.
He has 6. You have 9, right?
All right.
Okay. The winner of the next one. I don't. No, you can't win, Jack.
A box of chocolates.
Just finishing up.
You never know what you're
He's
going to
eating.
get.
Last one. You ready?
You talking to me?
Taxi
Drew.
driver.
Very good.
You talking to me?
Got 10.
I win!
Why do you win?
I'm going to live longer than you, so I win.
So that is. I should have the camera on you guys the whole time. I'm an idiot. Sorry, folks. So that has been. Oh, I'm gonna get your prize.
Oh, okay. What's my prize? Oh, shit.
Oh, God, I know exactly what it is.
Oh, no. It's probably not cool.
I know exactly what it's
What
gonna
is
be.
it?
I'm going to be pissed if it's what it is.
What is it?
God damn it!
This is a genuine man cave. It's very valuable to me, but Drew won it. So
Fair and square.
could you pass that to Drew?
Did somebody get that for you?
Someone got it for me for my birthday.
I know you did.
But could you give it to Drew so you can hold it up and so you can keep it here, and then the next time we do a game, the person has to have it. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what we should have done? I wasn't thinking. The person that lost should have that thing.
Here you go, bud.
So congratulations for winning the big game and the big prize. Even though you were sick, you did it.
I did it. And I'm already telling right now that I can't go to work tomorrow. I
Well,
do not still feel well.
I hope you get well soon.
Me too. I also didn't want to let down my fans and
That's-
not be at this show because the last time I wasn't here, I had 2 dickheads on this show give me so much shit, and I couldn't say anything about it because I was mute.
That wasn't very nice.
I know, those guys were dicks.
Yeah.
They're not here for you.
I know.
They're only here
But
for
we'll
Paul.
go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with more nose-blowing fun.
Sorry about that.
On KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew, and check up in your face.
Hello, it's me, Jeff again. And now I'm the once creator of Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse Haunted House Cafe, and also the failed attempt at the Knights of the Round Table live show restaurant. So, I have come up with a new idea. Third time's a charm is what they say here in America, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. This one's called World War II Golf Course. That's right, World War II Golf Course. You can go putt-putt around all the atrocities that are going around in World War II history. We have the Bay of Pigs, the golf course. You know, it's one of those things. It's awesome. They explode. We do have real mines, so do not bring the kids, okay? I did find out that some of this stuff will kill you. But come on down to our golf course. It's going to be a great time. Do not bring the family. I just want to make that clear. Okay? I did put mines everywhere else, and I do not know where I put them. I lost the map. I was very drunk. Long story. So, come on down to the World War II golf course. It's me, Jeff.
Come on down to the World War II golf course. Don't bring the kids.
I'm bringing Jeff back.
If you turn on the news, you realize where we are as a nation. You know we need a wall. We need a wall to keep out the Mexican immigrants. But don't keep out the tacos and tequila, because you can get those in Fulton, Missouri. We'll take the food, we'll take the drink, but we don't want the people. So if you're a Caucasian and you want to eat some Mexican food, it's tacos and tequila in Fulton, Missouri. No immigrants allowed!
You hate it, don't you?
No, it's delicious. What is it?
Beef stroganoff. I learned to make it in home ec.
Yeah, great. Got anything to drink?
Pepsi?
Fine.
That was done.
What do you call this green stuff?
Mashed potatoes. I guess it really isn't too good, is it?
Oh, no. It's terrific.
Jerry, why are you lying to me?
Oh, I'm not lying to you. Well, maybe a little.
Don't you like anything?
Yeah. The cook.
You belong, 'cause you've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. Yeah, Pepsi's got a lot to give.
Welcome back to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. Trying to get ready. Do you remember last week we talked about the most uplifting songs of all time?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I forgot. We had those, but then I was going in order.
Yeah, you forgot number 6.
Yes.
You went to number 5 last week.
Right.
But you forgot number 6.
But here's some good news for you.
What's number 6?
Number 6 is on KCTK Radio, I'm a Believer by the Monkees. It's time to do the Monk on KCTK Radio.
Someone else, but not for me. Our love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
That's the Monkees on KCTK Radio. We're counting down the top songs that make you feel good by science. Some scientists put together this list. I skipped number 6, but that's number 6, the Monkees, pulling a chimpanzee monkey type of thing. The Prefab 4, the Monkees on KCTK Radio.
Do you have tonsils? I would not have touched my hands. Because I've been coughing in them and germs all over me. You can't get tonsillitis if you have tonsils.
I don't care.
Okay.
Did you guys know who the Monkees are?
Yeah, they're the offshoot of the Beatles.
Yeah, they were created.
They were a TV show,
They were
right?
a TV show, but then they ended up having some pretty darn good music.
They even brought them back for Boy Meets World.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
It was his dad's old band. The
Really?
Monkees, yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
That's so great.
Yeah.
You know what else is great?
News for the Druge.
No, you're wrong. Try
You're
again.
so wrong about that.
But I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. Here's more news from the Druge.
All right, so this is going to get Paul fired up.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Okay? Because it has to do with Trump. So anything that Trump's related, this dude gets fired up and has a fire under his ass. So this is it.
Let me take a step back. It's not necessarily Trump. It's your stupidity and what.
Of course, so that's what's going to happen here.
Okay.
Okay, so the woman who flipped off Trump's motorcade is suing her old company for wrongful termination.
Interesting.
Right. So, first, before I get
We
into
may
this,
have even talked about this one time.
we may have. What do you think about it?
Okay, so if I remember the story right, correct me if I'm wrong.
She's on a bicycle.
She was out on her bike.
Right.
Here comes the presidential motorcade.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't like Trump.
Right.
So she flips the bird at him.
Right, and it's on camera.
Well, step by step.
Right.
Then she takes a picture of it somehow, of her doing it.
No.
And puts it on social media.
A guy in the motorcade, he
Okay.
works for Getty Images.
Okay.
He snapped a picture of it.
Okay.
She boasted about it.
She on like Facebook
On
or
her
something,
social
right?
media. She ended up
Right.
blowing
Okay.
it up. She was proud of herself.
Okay.
The reason she gave the reason why she did it was that she was mad about the whole DACA thing,
Right.
and the Puerto Rico thing,
And then her employer saw her do that.
right. And they were worried about their contracts,
Right.
government contracts,
Because
being revoked.
she worked for
Akima.
and
called
they have
Akima.
government contracts.
Mhm.
And so they fired her because of that.
Right.
Okay.
Since she decided to boast about it and stuff, they were like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, technically in the picture they can't see her face.
Mhm.
She hadn't said anything. Nobody would have said shit.
So if you ask me what I think about it is, I think it's completely immature to sit there and flip someone off, anyone.
Mhm.
And here I'm gonna go on a line here. You're interrupting me. I'm gonna go on a line here. It's usually women that are doing that too, and because women don't get in fights, they do that.
Right.
I had Mac told me that a woman flipped him off the other day.
Oh, well, no shit.
It's like, isn't that ridiculous? But with that said, I don't know if she should have lost her job.
I don't think she should have
She
either.
shouldn't have done that, and then she shouldn't have boasted about it.
Right. I'm like two-sided with it. I don't think she should have been fired, but at the same time, maybe you shouldn't have opened your mouth and said it was you.
Right.
Because you could have denied it. Oh, that's some woman back of her head. You don't know who that is.
Right.
It's not like she showed her face or anything when she did it. I've seen the picture. She's riding on her bike, back turned, with a finger.
Jack, what do you think?
I don't know. I was gonna say something, but you went on a you went on a Bulls rant that didn't lead anywhere.
See, I got them all fired up.
I had a really good point too.
What was it?
I don't know. I don't remember because you.
Time out. I'm talking. He asked me a question. You interrupt me, and then you don't like what I say, and then you forget your great line.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
if it wasn't that great, if you
no, I think I don't know because I say if she said that it was her and she's sitting there bragging about, hey, I flipped off the president. I mean, she should get fired. That's me.
Well, I think that they should be.
He's mad at me now.
I think they should be a little worried about government contracts. But at the same time, I think the president would be stupid and immature.
Right.
Point to made.
Right.
To take someone's government contracts because somebody flipped me off. Okay. Do you know how many other Americans are going to flip you off in this presidential?
Oh, I remember
shit.
what I was gonna say.
Oh, this is gonna be
term.
good.
Sorry, this presidential term.
This is gonna be good.
Let's hear it, buddy.
You gotta give the woman some credit because for those of us who don't like Trump, we've all thought about flipping him off. We saw.
Oh no, I would totally flip him off.
She's the person who went, screw it, let's do it.
I'm probably the person here who dislikes him the most. I would never do that, and if you guys did that, I would think you were stupid for doing it. It's just dumb.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
get it.
Okay.
I mean, would you flip off the president that came by?
The only time I would ever flip off the president is if we're face to face. He starts being an asshole. I'm like, dude, go fuck yourself. Like,
Right.
that'd be something I would end up
Right, and you'd have to be ready to fight the Secret
doing.
Service.
Right, and that's fine.
Right.
Okay, I will lose, but I'm willing to try it out.
Right.
At least I'll be on the news where everybody's like, oh, so Trump had somebody beat up because they flipped him off.
Alert! Drew just flipped off the president.
Yeah. Local podcast star, Droosh.
Star. He's a star now. Now, I'm not even saying it's disrespectful. He's
It's
our
not.
president because I don't have any respect.
Look
for
at
him.
SNL.
You
All
know?
the years they make fun of every president. Is it disrespectful then too?
But the real thing, everyone should have handled it. They should have pulled her in and said that was pretty immature of you, and then they should have said, listen, this is what America's about. She gets to do what her thing
Right.
is. We don't endorse what she did.
Right.
We
we suspended her. We didn't fire her.
we don't fire her, but we're letting you know we don't agree with her. But because we're American, we let our employees have their own say.
Right.
In things. And then you say to the person, take down the picture and the boast.
Yeah.
Boast, right?
Yeah, boast. And if you don't, we may need to think about your future here.
Right.
Because you're sending us you're making us look bad as well.
Right.
Not only yourself, but us as well.
Right. So that's how we would handle everything.
That's how I handle it all the time with Jack all up in your face. I'm like, take that down.
Correct.
Or you're fired
But
from week review.
You know, if you saw the president, I know what you would say.
What?
Oh, I don't know. I can't find it.
That's a shame. You talking to me?
No, I know what you would say is.
Holy motherforking shirt ball.
Do you like that show?
No,
Love it. I love that
I
show.
have no idea where that's from. I just think it's funny.
It's from The Good Place.
Do you have any more tech news?
No. I'm
Okay,
good.
so I'm going to move to these things, which I don't know if you guys. I found this to be kind of an interesting article and a little hard to believe, but let's see what you guys think of this. These are. Everything has to have music behind it.
Why not?
These are 10 unlikely simultaneous historical events.
All right.
So these things all happened the same year. Okay? So, the first one, the invention of sliced bread happened the same year that Betty White was born.
That's fun.
That year is...
I really like this. I like this segment. We're only 2 seconds in. I like it. Yeah.
Is he being sarcastic?
I don't know.
No,
That's
I can't tell.
1928.
I can't tell.
1928. Okay, here's the next one. Boy, my computer is really going slow. Okay. The pyramids existed. The pyramids in Egypt existed.
I thought you were talking about the pyramids in Vegas.
No, yeah. The woolly mammoths still existed when the pyramids were built.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And there's theories that it's older than they think it is.
Yeah. I can believe that.
That's crazy. So the next one is...
It also wasn't built by slaves.
And I don't buy this one. The fax machine was patented the same year the first covered wagon crossed the Oregon
Trail. No kidding.
And they say that was in 1843, but it was just kind of like a fax machine. I don't buy that one. That's bull crap. We call it bull crap. Okay. France, you know how they used to kill people with the guillotine?
Yeah.
The guillotine.
Guillotine. Thank you. The guillotine. The last time they used it was the same year that Star Wars was released.
No shit.
1977.
No kidding. That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that weird to think
They were
about?
still executing people with a guillotine?
Yeah.
In the 70s.
Yeah.
Good God, man.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They
couldn't hang people or something? They had to chop their heads off. That isn't...
They say
that
there's
is
a couple of seconds of consciousness.
I know, and they scream. God, that's scary.
This one's weird.
Yeah. It's all the air getting out.
While disco was sweeping the world and The Godfather 2 was still playing in theaters, a Japanese soldier was still fighting World War II. So in 1974, there was this guy and he was on an island and he still thought the war was going on. He was a Japanese guy.
That poor dude.
Yeah.
The war's been over for like 20 years.
Also, you lost. Wouldn't that be great?
Did we win? No, we lost.
No, it was terrible loss. It was just an absolute...
Hiroshima? That's where my cousin
You know,
lives. Yeah,
also,
not
here's a
anymore.
fun fact. We're going back to that. Japan is actually the only people who's ever lived through a post-apocalyptic scenario.
Really?
If you really think about it. The bomb.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's nice. So the first time the not in 2016, but before that, the last time the Chicago Cubs won the World Series,
100 years ago,
the Kaiser ruled Germany.
Jeez,
that was a long time.
That's
ago.
100 years ago, right?
That one's not as much fun since they won. You know, because then you could say that. Okay, and the next one, this is kind of weird. I don't know what you guys think about this. Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of England,
The current queen.
right,
Correct.
was born the same year as Marilyn Monroe.
Huh.
You guys probably think of Marilyn Monroe as a million years ago, don't you?
Oh, no, she's really hot.
Yeah.
She was really hot.
She was.
I don't really know much about her. I just know
She
was
killed
hot,
herself.
and she did things with the
She
president.
did a lot of things with Frank Sinatra, Dean.
And she loved
Lucky
her pills.
guys.
Yep.
How about this one? Orville Wright. You know what he was famous for?
He was him and his brother created the plane.
Right. He was still alive when the sound barrier was broken by a plane.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Could you imagine?
That'd be so cool. And then he died right after.
Yeah. And then he said, I'm going to go.
I'm going to go. I've completed my task.
Now, this one is weird, and I don't know if I could. This is a stretch. Nintendo. You know the company that does.
Yeah, I know Nintendo.
Okay. They were founded when Jack the Ripper was still carving up victims.
Nintendo started as like a I don't know what it started as a weird business. It wasn't a video
Like
game.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Nickelodeon was a magazine.
Yeah. So
in the
Nintendo was like a card for
card
kids.
store. It was like-
yeah,
it was
and
like-
then they moved to toys, and then they moved to video games.
No shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See,
I didn't know anything about that.
I don't like that one because it makes it sound like there was Nintendo games.
Right,
back
and it's
then.
not. But
no.
I'm glad he explained it with cards.
Thank you, Jack.
So, like, what card game? Like, just regular,
Just like playing
52
cards.
playing cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, this one's a stretch too.
It's a lot of money if you have one of those sets.
Oh, I bet.
The last American Civil War veteran widow, the veterans of the wars widowed, died the same year Barack Obama was elected president. So here's the story with this guy. He was in the war, right? He was like really old, and he married this young chick, and then he died, and then she lived for a lot longer. So that's kind of a stretch.
It still counts.
The Nintendo thing and the whole guillotine thing kind of blew my mind.
So that is historical events.
Now, here's my question: Is
Yeah.
that like an article, or is that like something that we could keep doing? Because I really like that.
Yeah, I was digging
That's-
that.
That was just one article. So we need to find more of those.
We
you like
should.
those historical things?
Yeah, I do too.
I like those a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad, Jack.
We should do more of that.
Because I know you're mad at me.
I don't care anymore. I've moved on.
He's
I'm
got like a
glad.
5-minute rebound rate. He's good.
I'm good now.
I'm very happy. So we've had a show tonight.
We've had something of a show.
And the bad part of this program was that none of us were able to eat the pizza that we want to eat. And now we're going to do that, right?
Yeah, we're going to eat some pizza.
Yeah. And did you eat any pizza yet?
No, because I've been on the show with you guys.
Okay.
See, that was
Wow.
disrespect. Get out of here. You're not allowed to be on the show anymore.
Well, thanks,
Please.
everyone. Thanks for
It's not
joining
going to
us.
be Paul and Jack.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for-
and then guess what? Drew up all on your face. You're the intern now.
Bullshit.
Well, thanks you everybody. Thank yous everybody for joining us for KCTK Radio's week review with Paul and Drew and Jack all up in your face.
On 40 Highway.
See you next time. What?
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctk.radio12345.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.